So I'm making pork stir fry. Here it is. Let me turn this around. So making pork stir fry for dinner. Okay. So here's a recipe for tonight. I'm gonna be using pork. So for this recipe, I'm using cooked bacon. Cooked bacon, not precisely cooked. Sorry, cooking bacon. I mean. So I've washed it here with cold water to remove the salt. So I'm going to wash it twice, just remove the excess salt that is in it. So here is it. Yeah, so this is the first wash. I'm going to leave it for like 15 to 30 minutes. Then afterwards, I'll take it out. So moving on, I'm going to start chopping my vegetables. Let's start with that. So I'll begin chopping my welcome. So tonight I'm making stir fry for dinner, pork stir fry. I'm going to be using this pack, family pack, and we cooking bacon. So the bacon has a bit of salt in it, so I'm going to be washing it off. Let's start. So here's, I'm going to chop the onion. Yeah, bit of time. Peel this up and slice it through. So do you prefer the white onion or red onion? Let me know in the comment section. Which one makes you cry the most? Is it the red one or the white onion? Okay, so I'm going to slice this through. Chopping time. So I'm going to cut this as fine as possible. Yeah. So careful with my hand, the knife is quite sharp. Okay, so I'll switch this like this into the bowl. Thank you for stopping by. So tonight I'm making pork stir fried for dinner. Here I'm chopping my vegetables, onion and garlic. Please hold on a little while. Yeah. So here's my stir fried. This one right here, I'm using a family pack. So it's meat with carrots, cabbage, sweet onions and sweet corn. That's majorly it. And also I'll be using my cooking bacon. Thank you for the like. Please subscribe for more recipes. So I'm using quick bacon here, cooking bacon, and it's salty. So how do you make your bacon less salty? So you could either blanch it with hot water or use cold water. So I'm using cold water here to preserve the texture. So this is my first rinse. So after 30 minutes I'm going to wash this off and change the water, use a new water, and still soak it for another 10 more minutes. So this way it's no longer extremely salty, so it's ready for use. So that's the first soak. Right now I just want to match my garlic. So do you prefer garlic in your food, or you're one that don't even like it at all? Let me know in the comments if you prefer to use garlic in your meals or you simply avoid it. So I'm going to mash this quickly. Please ignore the noise. So these are frozen garlics, by the way. Alright, that should do. So I'm going to scoop this in here. Okay. So soon we're gonna start frying. So what do you prefer to eat your stir fry with? Do you prefer rice, pasta, or what? Let me know in the comment section your favorite food that you pair a stir fry with or stir fried vegetable with. I've actually paired my own stir fried vegetable with a flatbread. I think that was tortilla. Yeah, and it went quite well. So let me know in the comments what weird way you've paired your stir fry with. Okay. So right now I'm gonna be changing the water. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing this, draining it out, and adding new cold water into the bowl. Give me a moment, please. So just behind the sink, draining the water out. There's the cold water. Yeah. So here it is. It's now, this is second soaking now. So I'm gonna make this less salty as much as I can. Alright, now we're gonna prepare the stir fry on my pan. And first of all, let me introduce to you the ingredients I'm using today. So if you've heard of gochujang, so this is a Korean chili paste. So I'll be using this. So this is the key one. It's quite sweet and spicy, So if you have it at home, good. If you don't have it, you can use chili flakes or paprika. So I'm going to add a bit of smoked paprika to it. Then some thyme, my ground cumin, salt, neutral oil. If you prefer to use olive oil, that's fine. And here, because I don't have pork seasoning and it's rare to find, I'm gonna be using lamb. I think that's the closest, right? So I'm gonna be using lamb flavor for my stir fry today. So some MSG. You can avoid it if you don't like that. Finally, a drop of this, like it's awesome. A drop of the sesame oil. So let's get cooking. So right now I've got rice on fire. So I'm boiling some basmati rice over here. So you could either use normal rice, easy cook rice, long grain rice, brown rice, jasmine rice, whichever, or sticky rice, whichever you prefer. It goes quite well with the stir fry. So I'll be using the basmati rice to pair with my stir fry. Alright, so let's get ready. So I'm gonna heat up the pan. You like my setup? Oh, thank you, literal cows. Thank you. So I'm gonna start soon. Leave the cooked bacon right here to soak. Okay. I'm just bringing my ingredients forward. Alright. So I'm gonna fry this soon. So drizzle some oil into the pan when it heats up a little bit. So can you tell me where you're watching from? If this is your first time coming across Global Cuisines, please drop your message in the comments. Thank you. And yeah, and also I have a question to ask. Are you watching today's match right now? The one between is it Stoke-on-Trent? Yeah, Stoke-on-Trent and Bristol? Am I correct? Okay, so I'm gonna add the oil in. I'm not actually a football fan like that, so I'm just curious sometimes. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna eat this up for a little while and add in my onion and garlic and start cooking. Hi Shelby, nice to meet you. Welcome to Global Cuisines. Okay, let's try, check this out if this is hot. It's seasoning a bit, but not so much. So I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Oh, forgot forgot to turn off my fan. Okay, so I'm gonna start now. That's good now. That's the right sound. So I'm gonna just stir this up for 1 to 2 minutes. So let me leave it to char a little bit more to get just caramelized. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna add my veggies soon. So this veggies preferred, I would have preferred to just add it all in, but then again, it's advisable to wash it. So we're gonna wash this once or twice and drop it in. So give me a moment while I rinse this. Alright, almost done now. Yeah. So I'm gonna stir fry this. Oh no. Yeah. But thankfully I reduced the steam before leaving. Okay, so that looks good now. So I'm gonna add my veggies now, increase it to add it and dump it all in. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. So it might seem like a lot right now, but it isn't. Okay, $1 more and yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna casually slowly. That's quite noisy. Sorry about that. Too noisy. So carefully stir this in. Soon after, I'll start adding my spices into it. Just want this to shrink a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm gonna add them in now. Okay, and my rice is getting cooked, so I'm gonna check it. Oh, I forgot to add salt into the rice. Okay, so three more time. And okay, so here I'm gonna add in the paprika. Use it some in. Alright, and next my cumin powder. And a little bit of thyme, just a little bit of thyme here. Okay, so let's mix this all in together. I should have added the thyme from the beginning. Reason why I didn't is because my veggies were not ready, so I don't want it burning. The spices burning on my hand. So okay, let's increase this heat now. We'll add some oil later on as we go along in our cooking. So it's a little bit messy around here. Okay. Just clean this through. Alright. Okay, so I'm carefully stirring this in. So I'm trying to avoid spilling any. Alright, so I would like to ask again, what meal pairs well with this stir fry right now. So will you try it with pasta, spaghetti, spaghetti stick pasta anyway, or rice as usual, or eat it just like this, or be weird as me and eat it with a flatbread. Okay, so we stir that in. I want the water I need to dry up a little bit more. So next I'm going to be adding this special ingredient. So this is gochujang, Korean chili paste. So I'm going to add a spoonful of this for now and find if I need more. So this is quite sweet and spicy. Okay, my rice seems to be ready. Let's give it another taste. Okay, so I'm making rice by the side. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, it's quite forgetful, you know. Where we need this. So to save some time, I decided to fry the bacon separately. So I'm going to fry the bacon in a new frying pan. So I'm going to drain this out. So currently I'm draining the bacon right now. So I'm going to mix all this in now. So the water is well drained as expected. So I'll add some oil later on towards the end. It looks a bit dry right now, but just stay with me and I'm going to show you some magic. So yeah, it's looking quite colorful, right? Oh goodness, I can imagine how it tastes, because the paste I had, the gochujang paste I had, is quite sweet. So although we're still going to season it, yeah, with the lamb seasoning I showed, the stock powder I showed earlier on. Okay, this looks well mixed and the veggies are looking quite soft. So back on fire, I'm gonna add my stock powder. So I'm gonna be using this in it. So I don't have a pot stock powder, so I'm gonna be using this one. So about a teaspoon. Yeah. And adding some salt later on. So my stir fry needs a bit of oil, so I'll drizzle some in now. Okay. It seems to be spilling out some. Color is looking good. So let's drizzle some oil in. Okay. I need to stop cooking this for a while so I can add in my bacon. I want it crunchy. So I'm going to hold this for a while. Pause it, switch, and stir fry the bacon now. So I'm just going to stir fry the bacon without salt or anything in it. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of reverse now. Keep it backward. Yeah. So here I'm gonna chop this a little bit, or shred it, whichever way you want it. So it has some liquid in it, so I want to drain it out by stir frying it for a little while. So just chop into smaller bits as much as I can. So it's quite thick. So I was soaking the pork earlier on, the bacon earlier on, because it was salty. So I soaked this twice in cold water, and that's to remove excess salt in it. You don't want salty food, right? So either way, the quickest way is to use hot water. You blanch it and soak it for about 10 to 20 minutes. So I'm still going to chop it a bit more. It's quite thick, so it requires a lot of energy. Yeah, I think this should do right now. So it's going to shred into tiny bits by the time I start frying. Okay, let's take this here. Alright, so I'm bringing it forward now into the pan, and here, right here, is my stir fry, almost ready. So I'm gonna eat this up. Yeah, let's wait a little while for it to eat up. Thank you all for the likes. I hope you subscribe for more delicious recipes like this. And can you tell me where you're watching from and what time it is right now in your country? Okay, this drop this in. So let's find out if it's hot enough. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna keep stirring so it doesn't get burnt. So it seems like there's a lot of water to drain out. So I'm gonna drain this out after a little while. So it's a lot of water in it because I soaked it to drain out excess salt. Okay, so I'm gonna drain this out now. Give me a moment. I'm right here. Just draining out some water. Okay. So we're gonna do that again. Drain it. That's looking so good. Look how pink it is. So I won't be adding salt or anything because I'll just throw it straight into the stir fryer because that's where the seasoning is going to happen, the major seasoning. So I'm going to drain this out again. I don't need this liquid, so it's going to drain out. Give me a moment. I'm right here just draining some liquid. Okay, almost done. Yeah. Okay. So we're almost done right now, and this is ready to go into the stir frying moment now. So let's have some oil to yeah, so this is looking good. I'm going to switch this back into the stir fry now. But before that, I would like to have a taste of this to know. Oh, yeah, look at it. It looks pink and ready to eat. It is well cooked. So switching. Okay, so let's add in our pork. So I'm trying to avoid adding the liquid to it, so draining it out with this stomach now. Pork actually. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So awesome. Whoa. This looks good. Okay. How colorful that looks, isn't it? I guess I'm a certified foodie by now. Alright. So I'm going to be pairing this with my cooked basmati rice. So tell me, what will you pair this with? Prefer you to eat it like this, alone, or with rice just like me, or with pasta, or with bread? Alright, so let's leave this for a moment. And I need to have a taste of this right now. So give me a moment. So according to my prediction, it's lacking a bit of, I need more of this gochujang down paste. I can't feel it in the stir fry. Add a bit of that, some chili. Then I'm going to top up my seasoning. Top it up and add my sauce. Sauce. Okay, now stir it all in. Okay. This is looking good. Alright, so for those joining, I'm making pork stir fry, and here it is, almost ready to serve. And I'll be eating this for dinner with basmati rice. So if you have if you missed the whole recipe from the beginning, I'm going to upload this later on, like live replay. So if you've not yet subscribed, please do, so you can watch it later on, so you're not missing out. Okay. Alright, so it's getting ready. I'm going to have a taste of this finally and drizzle some sesame oil. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'm going to add some sesame oil into this. So liquid sesame oil, just drizzle some. Okay. This is red. Oh, that smells so good. The nutty flavor. So this is ready to serve now. And I'm going to show you my final plating. Just hold on a little while. Alright. So just cook this in. These are my viewers. So the vegetables are crunchy and not soggy, which that's the main idea. So here it is. I'm gonna have to serve some rice by the side, so you know. And you plate my dish from 1 to 10. Let me know if it's something you would love to try. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop some rice by the side. So 2 spoons of rice, that should do. So here it is. So what will you plate this? Oh, sorry, I mean plate. What will you rate this dish from 1 to 10? Okay, so this is basmati rice and pork stir fry. So it's quite easy to make. And for those you just joining, I'm about to end the session, so you can watch the replay on my profile of the channel. Thank you. All right, guys, take care till next time, and thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.